revenues over some 72 billion total revenue from the GRA side. And
that's GRA plus.
Exactly.
The tax revenue is GRA.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
this one, 72 includes even grants.
Grants, yeah. So you're looking at 72 billion, what we are bringing in. This will be an expenditure that is over 100 billion. Yes. And that was why I asked, the very first question I asked that, how realistic is this? Because first of all, you're a tax person. We want to start from, if you think the GRA themselves will be able to meet their target in terms of the revenue that they're supposed to bring in. We know that they have what we call the stretch revenue and the actual revenue. I don't know what the stretch is. I don't know whether if it's the stretch that is being used in the budget, and you'll be able to help us to understand if when you read budgets, do you use the stretch revenues, or stretch is something that the GRA itself decides to, put to ensure that they can whip their staff to help them meet the target.
No, you expect the economy to grow. And to the extent that you expect the economy to grow, and you expect even your expenditures, the current one, to be hit by inflation. Remember, government also is hit by inflation. Sure. Government imports, so government is also hit by, depreciation of the cedi, which leads to higher import. So you may have had expenditures of 100, right, last year, but to carry on the same activities, you may need a revenue of 110, right? That is sustaining inflation. But you may also point to GRA that what you call the growth, the real growth, because we have what we have, so the economy is expanding. So beyond the 110, I'm expecting you to collect 115 or 120. Maybe 115 is what they are able to. So the issue then becomes, one of, making GRA recognize, and they themselves know, that when inflation hits, for you to get the same 100, you have to do 110. When the cedi depreciates. Otherwise, you'll be rendering government services at 80, not 100, right? Then, to make GRA appreciate that the economy is growing, services sector is growing, you have to look for the services sector guys to contribute their tax. We have oil. Yes, we know the portion that's coming into PRMA, but we know caterers, we know service providers, we know others, in the industry, which is new. We go after them, register them, issue them routine, and collect money. So we say that commensurate with the growth of the economy, we think you can collect additional 10. They also have the analysts. They have a very solid, sound research department. So they come back and they will say, we think this is a bit of a stretch, right? That's what they're expressing, a bit of a stretch. We think we can do 115, 118, right? So you may then throw in as minister and say, okay, between 115 and 120, you achieve 120, you get a bonus. So it's just like a business, right? But so you do a deal.
Good.
Right. You are not saying go and harass the taxpayer, but we're saying go and look for those who are not paying.